Hey guys, good morning. It's me, Ria. Just hopping on to do a Power of Three message this morning. I'll give it a minute, see if anyone wants to hop on or not and join in. If anyone wants to. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good moment. Wherever you guys are in this moment of time, it is a moment of you. Every moment of you, every moment of now is a moment of you. Gives you a gift, an opportunity to align and then to embody more and more and more of you through our reflection and through our connection, through our connection to our reflection in this moment of now gives us an opportunity to embody and to realign to the truest part of ourself, whether it be through contrast or whether it be through a more enjoyable resonance. Every moment is an opportunity to align to the truest expression of you. All right. Good morning, guys. This morning over here in the Northeast, just hopping on to do a Power of Three message. Hey, Kimmy Seagull. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. All right, so let's see what is being gifted, what is being reflected by all of us joining now or later in this Power of Three message. And the Power of Three is just bringing into alignment our mind, our body, our spirit. And when we have all three of those energies in alignment, it creates a nice triangle. It creates a nice solid base. And that solid base is that platform, which is made of our frequency in which we are creating and living in this reality. So through the balance, through the equilibrium, through bringing all aspects of ourselves into alignment, we truly are aligned to our heart center, because that's the base. The base is right here. So that is in alignment with the heart. And then we take the other two legs, I don't know, maybe I'm trying to think if we should say this is the spirit part of us, and the spirit and the mind and the body. And then the mind and the body stem from this alignment, and it brings a really strong, powerful creating platform for us. When we're aligned to that heart space, we're aligning to the highest frequency available to us in this moment of now. So we'll just see what wants to come through. I have no agenda. Good morning, Gina. I'm happy you popped on. I'm like, should I let Gina know I'm going live? And I'm like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Because I always think of it once I start posting and creating my stream, and then I have to backtrack and go back into Messenger. And then I got to reset up my StreamYard and stuff. So I always trust whoever's meant to be here will be here. Good morning, Presh. Okay, let's just throw some of you guys Master Light Blasters energy out there. Thank you so much for being here, because it's through being here in your presence that you guys are actually creating the light infused message that is coming forth. So we have Gina. Good morning, Master. Oop, that's Miranda. Good morning, Master Light Blaster. Gina Palazzo, Presh, Kimmy. All right, guys. So I'm going to be doing a Power of Three. So part of the Power of Three is bringing together a paragraph in the book, which brings the ego mind into cooperation with the God self. So it's the ego, the limited perception, asking our higher self, our God mind, that is delivered through our God mind, the answer. So I like to think of this as the mind portion. I'm going to think of this as the body, because it's the heart of who we are, and we're here to live. We're here to live our spiritual experience through our physical. We have a physical heart. It's through our emotions, our feelings, and our allowing and surrendering everything that we go through in the body. It is also spirit as well. So we got the mind, the body. And then I'll do a card representing the spirit, connecting the two. All right, guys. So the reason I brought that up is if any of you feel inclined to post a page number on here, 1 to 113, I'll let you post it. I've been letting you guys pick the page, and then we go from there to create the message, to make it a little more interactive. All right, so what we'll do, guys, is we will breathe into our heart space first. We'll connect and anchor in to our heart into our portal of all that we are and all timelines, and that is anchored. Spirit is saying our heart, that portal of all timelines, of all existence, is anchored, guys. This is really beautiful. First time Spirit has brought it through this way. It is anchored through our physical vessel. Oh, this is really cool. So, through our breath, through our tuning in to that middle space, the crosshair, the middle between the upper chakras, the lower chakras, the spiritual part of us, which exists everywhere all at once, is anchored. All of that information that is applicable or resonant or useful for our soul's purpose is available to us right here. And it's through our heart space, and it's anchored in to our experience through our physicality, through our senses, everything that the body came to experience, all of the array of frequencies also that we enjoy and experience for better and for worse through the physical. Oh my God. So this immediately Spirit is also saying this brings forth one of the passages in the book is or when you get married, about accepting each other, loving each other for better or for worse through good times and bad. And oh my God, this makes so much sense because this is also the root of that. Spirit is saying the root of that phrase is the spiritual merging. So that is the divine feminine and masculine marrying, merging the spirit with the physical within our body for better, or worse. So whatever experience that physical body is having, it is for the expansion of the physical, the spiritual, the God self part. Is that not beautiful? That really brings such to me, a much deeper, profound understanding of what for better or worse means, or where that came from, and how is it applicable, and what is the truth of that? Because you could say, well, for worse, and how bad are we talking here? And for better or for worse is really the marriage with your God self and that physical body. And the physical body goes through some pretty worse scenarios, but it is always for the spiritual expansion. And you can even apply that to physical relationships in your reality, your partner, your spouse, your kids, whatever that relationship is, you're experiencing it from a soul's level on purpose for the expansion of God's source energy. So it might not seem good, but it acts as a catalyst or a trigger to know thyself and to expand, and it works cooperatively with both parties. There's no separation between us and our outside relationships, us with our spiritual self. So it's showing how a core truth gets reflected in our physical experience. That brings such a greater understanding. And when we can surrender to that and know not to fight it, we can say, okay, what is this showing me about me? How am I expanding my light and my love through this engagement, through this interaction, through this dialogue, through this communication, through this experience? So we are to allow all frequencies of the physical, surrender, allow the flow, so that we can transmute them into the light and love that they were originally created in, to gain the insight, the wisdom, the knowledge, and the light from them through our allowance. And if we're God's source energy, which we are, if you believe that, you are the light. So any experience, any frequency, any engagement, any communication that you're engaging in or experiencing or is in your awareness, you are infusing it with the highest truth of your God source energy, of your light, of your love. Wow, that's so cool. All right, I didn't know that was coming through. Hey, Robin, thank you. Hey, Dina, thank you, Rob. Thank you guys for joining. So we got Dina, Master Light Blaster. Love you too. Robin, oh, I love you too. All of you guys, so beautiful, such beautiful. I truly, truly feel honored that you guys are all truly, truly reflecting that light and love within me to come forth through me to, co-create this message and to gain a greater understanding or experience of each other's light. Is that not beautiful? So you guys are, so family, but to me, it's even more than that. You guys are fractals of my own light shining back at me. And that also is for that whole, for better or for worse, in other areas of our life, to gain the expansion, to get our attention, to embody more of our own energy. Every moment of now is a moment to align, to embody more of you through whatever experience that feels good or not feel so good, is to give us a perspective, an opportunity, a portal to step in and embody more of ourself, either to gain knowledge or insight, or to speak a truth, or to stand strong and anchored in love. Whatever that scenario is for you, it is for more experience of you. And obviously, Spirit is saying, don't make it so heavy. It's also for the joyous experiences, stepping into a fit of dance, a fit of laughter. That's all you as well. That is all you as well. It's not always about learning and learning and learning and deep diving, Spirit is saying. It is about the surface joys as well. It's about the laughter. It's about tripping and falling down and laughing at yourself. It's about hearing a song in the grocery store and you bust out a move. It's all of it. Every frequency is for your betterment. Every frequency that you experience as a human is a conjoined, they're saying conjoined experience with the spiritual bigger part of you. To have that physicality of that bigger part of you in the physical. In a world that seems limited, you are unlimited. You are limitless. That's so funny they said conjoined, because I was looking on Facebook and something showed up to do with conjoined twins, and they used to be attached at the head and they were separated. And it's funny that they used conjoined, but maybe that's why, because I knew it was fresh, fresh in my vocabulary. All right, so let's breathe into our center, the sun within. This outer reflection, this picture of the sun coming up over the horizon is a mirror reflection of our sun within. It's always there, it's always shining, it's always illuminating, and it is up to us to allow the dissipation through our transmuting of energies that are preventing us from experiencing that and reflecting that purity of the light in our earthly experience. And that's why we've come, guys. You guys are all master light blasters. You allow the darkness to activate your light in order to bring forth through you, through your light, through your love, through your energy, that new earth, that heaven on earth, the golden age. It's through you, it's through your master, it's through your or master light blasting, which is just allowing. It's just a fun phrase. You guys are all your own superhero. There's nothing outside of us that's going to save us. So you might as well step into your master light blasting. You might as well own up to it. Be proud of it. Speak it. Speak it. Be it. Nothing outside of us is going to save us. We are our own savior. We are our own light and love through our connection to this. All right, guys, we'll take a nice deep breath in. Hold it. Take another little more breath in if you can, and a little more. So that makes 3. Feel into that energy. Visualize that light just blasting forth, all of the rays just pushing out of you. And exhale. You guys have all just connected to that multidimensional you, that God source energy, that eternal part of you that is limitless. You've opened up and focused on it to apply it, to allow it to merge in this physical expression. That's what we're doing. We're merging the light into our physical 3D world. It has never been done in the way that we're doing it. That is so awesome. You guys have come to fulfill, they're saying the testament, but what's in the testament about the second coming, heaven on earth, all of that, it is through you. You have come to fulfill this prophecy, the golden age that Nostradamus spoke of, that Jesus spoke of, the heaven, the kingdom is within, that many masters have foretold, but have not actually physically experienced on earth as we have come to do. They talked of it, they connected to it, but they didn't necessarily experience it in the physical 3D. So cool. All right, guys. Anybody pick out a number? All right. Beautiful messages. And I love to come on because it's always beauty. It's always liberating. It's always freedom. It's always greater insight and understanding from the limited mind. And it merges with that God mind, which is the spiritual mind, giving us a greater understanding. We're human. We have a brain for a reason. We like to understand things at a deeper level. There's no sin in that. That's part of understanding things. And then you can embody it more in the physical level. If something stays lofty and just in theory, it's harder to embody. But if you can embody it through your senses, through your mind, through your awareness, through everything, through your heart, when you can merge your heart with your mind, you embody it, you anchor that energy, you anchor that heaven, you anchor that spirituality in the physical, which gives you that physical understanding and experience of it. All right, very cool. We will continue with the power of 3. Thank you, Gina. LOL, just shared this with a soul brother. We need to do our own work and not look outside for the answers. Yes, absolutely. Yes, Gina. Our outside catalyzes, it can guide us because the outside is a reflection of our energy or bringing something into our awareness that gets our attention. But that is not the sole answer or the end all answer. It hopefully brings us back within. And then when we connect within and we gain that aha or that answer, then we project that higher frequency, more truthful, clear answer outside of us. That's what we have all done, guys. We have done so much inner work and shadow work. And now we're collecting in these groups that are really reflecting this purified energy and this light. And it's just pure. Like, it's literally like when I tune into you guys' energy, it's really just getting that ray of light. And we're reflecting that higher vibe from going within and connecting to our heart, not having the answers here, the earthly experience certainly not giving us our end all answers. So we have to go in here. And then we connect to something much more expansive, free, liberating, love, just compassion. And then we connect to that, and then shoom, we can create that outside of us. And so that is exactly how heaven is coming through us. Very beautiful. All right. So it's a power of 3, bringing together our mind, our body, and our spirit. This is just energies coming into our awareness, just bringing it into your awareness, just having it in your awareness activates and triggers that light within you. Like Gina just saying what she said, we got to go within. And when it's truth, it clicks. It's like an aha. It's like an activation. It's a code activated. And every time I come on, these messages are more powerful and freer and more liberating. So as light as we become, also the deeper that we connect to that internal, eternal part of us. Pictures. Also, we reflect perspectives. Yes, it's all different energies. Energy. Everything is energy. The perspective. Yes, every light ray contains a frequency, which is giving us a new perspective. And we get to look at each other at different angles too. Different perspectives, just like you said, Dina, different perspectives. I love that. And even when we are reflected a perspective that we don't necessarily click into, engage in, or resonate with, that's beautiful, because then it causes us to go within, like Gina said, an outside perspective that doesn't click with us, that we intuitively know isn't our truth, causes us to go within and say, oh, what is my truth? I don't believe in that. And then boom, you opened up a light, a perspective within you that you might not have had without that contrasting perspective of what you believe to be true. Oh, so awesome. Thank you, Dina. Everything you guys say activates more light. It activates more understanding. Beautiful. All right. Oh my God, Dina. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'd love to go live with you. Absolutely. You name it. Magenta dragons. All right. All right, guys. Did someone pick a number? Pick a book number. Hey, Tina viewer, Ververers. I always have a hard time saying your last name. Ververers. Tina and I are going to be going live too, right, Tina? All right. I am waiting patiently and then missed first part. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, guys. All right, guys. So one of you, whoever feels, oh, there's the numbers. Oh, they're all flying at me. So what I've been doing lately is taking the numbers, adding them up, and then that is a collective experience. So within one number, it's kind of like what Spirit is saying is within one number. Like say, I'm just using this for example. Like I think yesterday was 25. Within 25 holds a 2, it holds a 5, it holds a 7. So it's holding with the added up numbers. It's holding all the frequencies of each one of you guys's numbers. All right. We got enough numbers here, I think, now, because I'm going to have a hard time adding them up. 22, so plus 11 is 33, plus 7 is 40, and then we got 45. Let me know, guys, if the 22, 11, 7, and 5 are 45. 22, 33, 40, 45. All right, good numbers, guys. This is exciting because it's fun, and this makes it fun. It makes it a game. It brings out that child part of us. And it shows 7 viewers, so that just means that number of divinity, and connecting to that within us. 45, right, guys? Yeah, you broke it down to a 9. 45 is a 9. Thank you, Gina, which again was yesterday, ending of cycles. But because I have a physical 45 in the book, I'm going to go with the big number. But I love the broken down. So the 45 is going to equal a 9. And this is exactly what we're doing, guys. We're wrapping up cycles and we are transmuting energies to end a cycle as we step into this new, stronger foundation of creating and allowing. Creating is allowing those higher frequencies to be manifest. Beautiful. Those higher answers, frequencies, truths to be manifest and to come forth. Creating from that new frequency, creating from that new frequency. It's all served us. Nothing is wrong. We've done everything right. And yesterday, when I ended the live, they really talked about not beating yourselves up and really, really ending that whole shame, guilt. I coulda, I shoulda, I wished I didn't, all those feelings. Because every frequency you experience was for your soul's purpose. You came to transmute a certain frequency. It was a gift unto you, and you are a gift unto it in order to transmute it into greater light. So nothing was to be judged. Nothing is better or lower. You can even think of someone who takes on such heavy, dense, dark energies, and we might think, they could be in the absolute pit and resistant and not wanting help and be dark and in suffering and in pain. Think of those energies they came to actually transmute. Think of that warrior within them, that they have the potential. They have it right there. And at a certain point, and they say sometimes you got to reach rock bottom. Well, they within that rock bottom state have come to transmute so many energies. So they're really, really powerful and blessed, even if we don't resonate with them at the moment, whatever it is they're going through, self-destruction, victim, sabotaging every opportunity. And that's when we got to pull away and let them have their journey, because then they connect to their strength and their courage and their light. And you're not a crutch. You can be there and hold that space for some people in the world. And I feel really blessed sometimes, like, oh man, I really do have it good. I mean, I haven't been homeless and I haven't experienced this and that of so many other people, or whatever seems not so pleasant to me, but that's because I wasn't supposed to experience that. We all have our role. We all have our frequencies, and we've had those roles in other lifetimes. So I am very thankful where I am in this part of my journey, or what experience I'm focused on, because You gotta be strong, strong, strong. All right, 45. So thank you, Gina, for that. Now I'm getting lightheaded. Are any of you guys feeling lightheaded? Yes, completion. Beautiful. 9 is completion, which to me is ending that cycle as we step into that 10, that 1. 4, yes, 4, that foundation. Did you see my 5? All right, the numbers that I saw. Oh, Dina. Oh, Gina. Oh, maybe I didn't see the 9. That's why she's saying 9. I got 9. No. All right. I'm going to stick with the 45. The original numbers I were adding up before Gina said 9 is, which equaled the 9 was 22, 11, 7, and 5. Those are the 4 numbers I added up. 22 plus 11 was at 33, plus 7, Gina 7. 33 plus 7 is 40, plus the 5, Dina, is 45. So that's the number I'm going with. I got 40. So I don't know what you're saying, Robin, exactly. Yes, Dina, I got your 5. So the 4 numbers were 9, 22, 11, and 5. No, not 9, 22, 11, 7, and 5. 22 plus 11 is 33, right? Plus 7 is 40, plus 45. All right, 45. Sorry, that was my thing. All right, got it correct. All right, thank you. 45. I'm not breaking it down, but yet that 9 is still in the 45. So let's go. Move on with business here. 45. I don't remember reading that page for a while. And this book's been through the ringer. It's like wrinkly. It's been has moisture. It's like 45. All right. So I'm going to see what the chapter was, because that's the, oh my God, again. I don't know why you said 4, Robin, but you were on target. It's chapter 4 again. Exact same. Oh, not yesterday. That was a different one. But anyways, chapter 4, it's God's sense of humor, surrendering to it, and laughing. So it's like how sometimes things take a complete turn or twist of what we think they are. We have a vision, and then it's like something completely different. And that's the way Spirit speaks to us in symbolically, and we might take something literal, but it was symbolic, or it could be vice versa. But then we're supposed to just laugh at it, not to get so caught up in the material world, to laugh and keep the energies light. And so that they can move. And when they're lighter, there's space in between them for that light to permeate and to keep sending us more information and light. So that's immediately saying God's got a sense of humor, not to take things so seriously, to laugh. At the beginning of this message, Spirit said, yeah, and don't forget about just, busting a move and laughing and working and playing in those surface frequencies as well. Not getting so deep and serious that we don't play in that surface realm as well. And it says surrendering to it and laughing. All right. All right. This is the paragraph that I picked from you guys' number. And it says, of course, one has free choice to choose fear and live. Kind of goes with that whole thing I was just talking about, those that take on that fear and don't want to get out of it. Of course, one has free choice to choose fear and live according to fear-based decisions. But when you choose to face your fear head on, you transform. You transform the energy of fear into trust. Transform it into trust. You realize that the fear was false evidence appearing real. You realize that it was just a tool to give you a greater trust within yourself, within your heart's desires, to trust your light, to trust your God source guidance. It's so powerful, even that sentence. It is a release of your innate power to create and expand it by transforming seemingly, quote unquote, bad energy into something positive. In all actuality, good or bad, it is all the same. It is simply what we choose to do with the energy that makes the difference. Holy crap, it's just beautiful. I haven't read this paragraph probably since I wrote it. What makes the difference? To choose to operate in fear keeps one in bondage. Oh my God. And prevents discovery of enlightenment. And choosing to trust and live in the openness of life always brings forth opportunity. Wow. So fear is just that illusion. They're lies. It is deception. It is telling us that any of those energies that prevent us from fully embracing and expressing that light and God source energy within us. And those fears can be literal lies that we tell ourselves, or we can't do this, or oh my God, I can't do that. I'm not gifted. I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. I live in a family that's never, been rich or whatever it is, or I'm not as smart as that person, or I am not, I don't look good enough or right enough or thin enough or strong enough or whatever that lie is. It's just an illusion. You're pure God source energy. You are nothing but love and light. And anything that tells you anything other than that is a gift. It is a tool. It is an activator to open you up to the love and light that you are. Fear can be so debilitating, even for those that want to maybe ask someone on a date or apply for a job or something like going live or posting something. Just it's doubt. It's doubt in something other than what you really are. Wow. So that is like the wrestling fears, are those wrestling moments we have with our ego, the limited mind based on experiences that we've had as a human. But then there's that bigger God mind, which comes from the heart, telling us, yeah, you can do it. But it's that nudge that you want to do something, but no, I can't do it. Yes, you can. No, I can't. And it's a little wrestling match. And then finally, all we can do is boom, surrender, go limp, and say, hey, it's now or never. I'm going to work through it. And as you work through it, it's like the showing me a mole that works, it makes tunnels in the earth. You are creating the openings through working through the fear. You are blasting the darkness with your light like a little mole, working through, making its tunnels. You, through your light, are creating the openings. And it comes from here. No one's going to give it to you. Yes, we support and help and hold space for one another. You might get insight, or that person will tell you a truth, and yeah, or an opportunity. Yes, definitely go with it. But it's still coming from here because it's something that you're being guided to do. It's coming from you still. When you have those openings on the outside, you've created it through your allowing that light to come forth. Hence, you're reflecting that back, that opportunity and that abundance back to you. I love that. All right, Dina, if you want after to come on and introduce yourself after I'm done, just my power of three message, and you want to add anything to this, you're welcome to. Okay, I'll ask you if you want to come on, and if you don't want to, we can set up something different. But if you have anything, and not just Dina, anyone here, Gina, Melanie, hey Melanie, like our government, absolutely. Brenda, oh hey Brenda, okay, I gotta add you guys on here. I didn't blast our platform, Temple of the Sun, with your light. Melanie, thank you. Brenda, thank you. Thank you guys. Please share out if you have it. And anyone watching now or later, just popping on, you might want to hit the replay, because everything always builds from that first gush of spirit coming through. Everything just builds from that. It builds, and it's a continuum. It's an expansion, just like our life and just like our God is always expanding. The beginning of any message I do, especially the powers of threes or doing readings, starts from spirit stepping in, and then it just expands and expands and expands. And then even when I do personals, it is still an expansion from that base message. And that's also how you know that it's life-giving. It's freeing, it's liberating, and it gives you the opportunity to continue the journey. And then who was it that just mentioned government? Government. It seems so boom, 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 boxed in, not limited. Oh my God, I'm stuck here. I got to work 9 to 5. I got to get more money. I got to pay my taxes. I got to buy this house. And it's all just like materialistically generated from dead energy outside of us. And that's why it's important to go in here and find that connection. And then you're shown the little wormholes, the little areas, the little insights where, oh, I can get out of this box. This box is an illusion. All right. All right, so now I'm going to do the Mother Earth heart card. Our hearts are one with Mother Earth. Mother Earth represents all that we have within our physical body, the cycles, the seasons, the moon, all of that. It represents different cycles that we go through. We go through a cycle, just like as a kid. You're a toddler, then you're a preschooler, then you're elementary, then you move on to middle school, then to high school, and every step, every cycle we end, it expands. It goes with just what I just said, expands out. So every experience, you take that served you, that light, the good part, and you take it to the next, to the next, to the next, and then it's like this expansion out. So the seasons and the trees with the roots representing the veins, the giver of life, the flow of our blood vessels, the trees, the leaves, all representing what we focus on, what garden we're planting energetically. Even the night and the day, we need to rest. We need to, wake up in the morning. We need the water, everything. And it's regenerating and it's self-healing and it realigns itself. And it has storms. We have our storms of our own personal life to move out stuff and bring forth this new energy, releasing. Like yesterday, it was about the tornado and the twister, the chaos in life. Those are our own little storms represented by Mother Earth's storms, like hurricanes, tsunamis, blizzards, all of that beauty. All of that beauty. It's the rejuvenate, to cleanse. I think Melanie said release. Yes. Yes, Dina Palazzo. Yes, and more yes. Okay, so our hearts are one with Mother Earth. So Mother Earth heart cards are the physical, the divine feminine with that spiritual feminine message. Just something, an energy being brought into our awareness, just letting us know something to help further our alignment to our heart. So we can create from a stronger, higher frequency platform, so we can create and live whatever we came to experience, our divine frequency imprint, our soul's journey, our own expression of God source energy in confidence, in fun, in lightness, not having to just work through the fear and the heaviness. And yesterday, I really had this insight after our live. To me, it was so beautiful. And a lot of you guys, most of you guys were there. And I just felt, oh my God, this is so beautiful. I actually will get to enjoy a life that I just keep dreaming of, that I keep believing in and having faith in. I'm going to be able to have and express without any of those fears, those doubts, because that's huge. Those emotional feelings that we get that are lower vibe are just, without that, they're, what's the word? Debilitating, or they can hold you there. We want to enjoy life with that higher emotional bliss as well. We don't want to just push forth. We know we got to do certain things and keep pushing through the fear and pushing, and it's like going through the grind. We want to be able to just live in that freedom and liberation and that emotional spirit and feel it. Like, and they say happiness is a choice, being happy is a choice. Yes, we have the choice to choose our thoughts, but I want to be able to embody it and sustain and have that sustain and allowing that. And part of that is working through those fears and the illusions and the lies and the beliefs. Beliefs breaks down to being that lie. It's releasing that lie, the lies, the densities, the energies that aren't in alignment to our heart. Anyways, let's see. What do we got here? We got a little broken shell. It's probably it's a clam shell. And what stands out is this little brown spot, and then we get the little seaweed here. So to me, it's even opening up and releasing, taking any hurts and bruises, finding the gold in it because it looks kind of gold, like what's it called when you rub brass, take off the tarnish, connecting to our divinity, knowing that nothing was wrong. And so it takes all of those little struggles or bruises or mishaps and it turns them to gold. It's just saying all of those areas where you felt tarnished, it really was to aid. Sorry, guys, I had a call. I thought I blocked my calls. Ringer off, silent mode on. All right. So, yeah, it's all serving our greater divinity and to live in that. Hold on. Oh my Lord. Sorry, guys. Mythos's friend is called like 3 times in a row, and holy shit. Sorry, guys. That's perseverance. So the same person keeps calling, and that's perseverance. So I guess that was a message. Wait, let me make sure my mic is on, because sometimes you guys can hear me okay? Let me make sure. Sometimes my mic goes off when, let me know if you can hear me. It says I'm live still. Just let me know if you can hear me. Okay, sure, Dina. Dina, let me know if you guys can hear me, because sometimes my mic goes off. Someone just let me know. Yes, thank you. So to me, that was also being persevering and keep trying, no matter how many times you get knocked down, to brush off the dirt and keep moving forward. Like that call that kept trying to come in, they kept persevering. So that's just spirit is recognizing all of our perseverance, all of our fortitude, all of our endurance and strength and courage. And now we're going to be living the rewards of that. And it's not that we had to earn the rewards, we were just brushing off like the seaweed, just brushing off and pushing off and releasing and letting go of those energies that we thought were truth, but they were us be pretending to be limited, and we aren't. And what it says is simply be time. When you give up, when you give up doing for the sake of accomplishment, you create space to connect to your soul. For through this connection, your intents can manifest into the physical world. So that is just saying, the old ways of doing, that hard work, that grind, that physical push, depletion isn't the world that we are stepping into. It's going to be more energetic. It's going to be lighter. It's going to be more liberating. You guys have persevered. You've done the inner clearing, surrendering, transmuting, alchemizing, and we are stepping into a time where just through our simple being, connecting to that frequency, our God source energy, that is where most of the workload is being taken care of now. We're still going to have the physical experience. We're still going to have to move, take action, but it's going to be inspired action, guys. So to me, this is just saying life is going to get lighter. You have persevered. You have gone through so much at a physical level. As a master light blaster, as a warrior of love and light, you came to experience and transmute the heavier energies, and you are releasing them to live more freely and fully and liberated, letting go of all of those limitations that seemed real but are not. Thank you, Melanie. Loud and clear. So that is today's, oh no, I got to do a conscious spirit. So the heart part of us, the physical part of us, we want that freedom, guys. We want to simply be. We want to enjoy that simply be time. We want to give up the have-tos, the obligations, the things that don't bring us joy. So we're stepping into simply be time and being you, the true belief that you are free and not being the lie of the illusionary world. We are living and freeing from a place of God's source energy, of divinity through the human. All right, so I'm going to do a collective a conscious spirit card to tie it all in. Do I have those? Hold on here, guys. Did I grab those? I guess I left those at the other place. I'm going to pull a magical wisdom then. Mystical wisdom. What is the wisdom that we are to take with us today from this message? Let's just say that. What is the message? What is the wisdom gained from the book of the paragraph, the card, and the mystical wisdom? It is dolphin. Go figure. So before, the book talked about surrendering, laughing. God is but a mere joke sometimes, and to be lighter and to operate more from the surface, to enjoy and not take things so seriously. That's what I got out of the book. And then here, living in liberation, simply being time, that's free. Well, what did we get to bring it all together? The dolphin. The dolphin is in the freedom and bliss. It's joyous, it jumps, it communicates. The dolphin can hop off out of the water at the surface, like leap out. It's not going, well, I don't know how deep it goes, if it goes as deep as a whale or not. I don't know that, guys. But I think of a dolphin engaging, communicating with humans, with the boats, playful. So this is calling for us to be playful. Tina, I don't know if you're still there or not, but I know that dolphin was representative for you too, and your trips to Hawaii and connecting to the dolphins, that dolphin energy. It is light, it is playful, it is high frequency. They have fun in their being, they have fun with themselves, they have fun with each other. And it's all in the water. They're playing with the mermaids, they're anchoring in galactic information, higher galactic civilizations, holding that into Mother Earth in a playful way, more playful, playing with the mermaids, playing with each other. It is the waters of emotion. So it's in the feel good, and the simply be happy. Be happy and feel good. Engage in the activities. Even if they seem surfacey and not so deep, they are not any less important. Go watch a movie. Do things that you think um, are less meaningful and find the meaning in them. Have fun with that. All has meaning. All frequencies are to be experienced. Play well. Thank you, Gina. Play well. Don't worry. Be happy. It brings forth that song. Don't worry. Be happy. I can't remember who sings it. You guys are all mermaids playing with the dolphins. Mermen. Mermaids. Playing in the emotions that feel good. Very beautiful, guys. That's what we are to take away with us today. This power of three message, to sum it up, and the wisdom gained from the breakdown was to don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. The universe is within you. The universe has got your back. When you tune into those play happy frequencies, the universe is like, yes, I got an all go to go out and bring forth more joyous opportunities and happiness, and to make and create a life that is lighter. That's the universe part. That's who you are. The universe is within you, connecting to those emotions within your heart that are light and playful. And then the universe says, I got this. And then the universe lightens up and brings forth much more light energy to be enjoyed. I drew this card for myself the other night. So total affirmation for you, Robin, a continuing part of a cycle for you to engage in that, to create, well, not an end of a cycle. I believe that is, you're ending those times where you had to be more serious, heavy, those vibes that you were transmuting all the time, the frequencies, and now you are beginning this new cycle, stepping into the portal. And even all of these look like where'd they go? Well, that dolphin, it looked like a bunch of portals, like all the things, portals. You're entering into that. That is that new cycle, the new beginnings that you're stepping into, one of play and lightness. All right, guys, if anyone out there wants a quick one, 99% there. Awesome, Melanie. Freedom. Oh, yes. True freedom is not freedom. It's not living little. It's living in the fullness of who you are, the fullness of what you came to experience in this physical body, the fullness of your spirit, the fullness of that child. Okay. If you like. Okay, Melanie, I'll pull you in. If anyone shared out and just want a quick mystical wisdom for their day, let me know. Sorry, Max has got a lot to say. All right, Melanie. All right, this one popped out for you, Melanie. Confrontation, pick your battles wisely. So this is just saying confrontation. You might be dealing with some button of heads. You might have some energy or a relationship or an engagement with someone that you feel you need to confront, or it seems like sometimes it's a battle for you, all these different energies that you're battling with. And what it's just saying is pick your confrontations and pick your battles wisely. She's on a bobcat or a wildcat, and she's just flying. So it's almost like rising above the confrontation, rising above it, not engaging in that if it really doesn't matter in the end. And are you engaging in a confrontation because the human mind thinks it's right, or is it better just to kind of let it go? And only you can decide. You can pick your battles. Just like when you're raising kids, there's comes a time as a parent, you don't pick every battle. You don't reprimand every little thing. You just can't do it. It's too tiring. So only those that are important to you, only those that are really anchoring in your truth, speaking your truth, acting on your truth. So it's just saying, pick your battles wisely. In every battle, if you pick it wisely and you can just kind of let it go, then you can tune into those happier feelings. And it's not such a focused, tighter energy, limited energy. So to me, this is just saying, let it go, rise above it, follow the rainbow bridge, just rising above it, and allowing the energy, allowing your frequency as well. There's a message here for you also, allowing the frequency to fight your battle, not you, or to confront. So if you can take that thing that you're confronting, they're saying, allow your frequency to fight it for you. Just imagining, oh, it's okay, it's all done. I imagine that scenario working perfectly. I know it's working out perfectly, and go on about your business. So you are actually can also, quote unquote, fight your battles just through a frequency point of view by imagining it all worked out without having to physically work through the mud of it. All right. See you, Melanie. Thank you. Oh, I thought you said sound great. I gotta go. Sorry, I read that wrong. Sounds great to me. Let it go. Oh my God, it makes things so much easier. So much easier. We don't have to confront every little detail too. If you're feeling like overwhelmed with details, even don't worry about the details. I know that's not necessarily a confrontation or a battle, but it's like just take care of the details step by step. What is being called of you now? But obviously, today's message is about playtime, simply be time, engaging in those lighter frequencies. They're saying if you say to yourself, I'm going to leave that for another day, that's okay. It doesn't mean that you're not working through what you're supposed to. You're choosing your happiness. You're choosing, goes back to that paragraph, your own free will to focus on what you want to continue to create in your life. So if you can just say, hey, I'm going to leave that for another day, I'm going to go enjoy myself, those high frequencies of enjoying yourself are actually working out that other day for you. Wow. That's the new way of living, guys. All right, anyone else? Thank you, Melanie. Love your wisdom piano. Thank you, Melanie. That was beautiful. And that was also a collective expansion of for today. Thank you for holding space for that. I manifest that daily. Beautiful, Melanie. So this is just like thumbs up by spirit. Thumbs up. You are holding space for that message for the rest of us. Thank you. Anyone else want a wisdom card to head off? Continue your day? Bring something to insight, or maybe it was enough for you, the message itself. Again, I appreciate you guys creating this channel, creating these messages through your light and bringing your focus here. We all held space. We all collectively engaged in the most beautiful, precise, exactly what we needed to reflect for ourselves and each other for the day, Spirit is saying. All right, Robin. Animal bond. I was shuffling for the next person, and I pulled a card saying, okay, if someone else wants one, this is theirs. So I see Robin first. Animal bond. Stand up for all animals. So animals, it can be literally an animal. You're taking care of animals, spending time with animals, but it also can represent your animal instinct, trusting your tuition, standing up for animals, even if you could say, oh, I don't have an animal around me. It could also mean maybe you're being guided to get an animal, pet, engage, call upon animal totems, animal spirits to guide you, aid you, communicate even. Spirit knows no bounds, Spirit is saying. So an animal can represent an animal spirit, a totem, a physical animal, and your own animalistic instincts within you. Trusting what you're being told and being spontaneous. Animals don't think too much about anything. I don't think they think at all. They're more instinctive, and they react according to their in direct, complete alignment at all times. So that might be also being called of you. Was it Robin? Yes. So very beautiful. Hopefully that made sense. And Brenda. All right, Brenda, last one. All right, this one stood out for you, Brenda. It kind of fell, and they're saying, yes, that one. Competition, summon courage and self-confidence. So you're being called, Brenda, to also trust, step into your confidence, which means embodying that which you're being called to do. You might be being called to do something. Maybe you are on a team or in your workplace. Maybe there's some competitiveness, or not competitiveness, but working up the ladder, or being put in a place of position that you might not feel you're quite up to. So this is just saying, yes, Brenda, you are up to that, whatever that is for you, being called of. You're being called to embody some more self-empowerment And embodying it is actually taking action on it. We all know we're God's source energy, but guess what? We don't know how powerful we are until we live through the human experience. So you might be being called, Brenda, at some point with something in your life right now. You're being called to step into your courage, overcoming a fear, working through a fear, summoning courage to do something you know deep down you're being called to do intuitively. You get the power of that lion, and you're on that lion charging full speed ahead. It's like this fairy riding the lion. Right here, there's a fairy figure. Here we got the moon. So it's bringing something also into something you've been working on, something that you've been thinking about, something that you know you got to step into. So this is the full moon. It's fully illuminated, and it's time to, you've had all the energies working behind the scenes and the fears and all of that. Everything is in full illumination. So it's time to step forward. So that's just encouraging you, some encouraging self-confidence to get through, to work through a fear. Good, Robin. Thank you, Brenda. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Such beautiful messages, insight. Yes, ma'am, resonates towards self. All right, guys, you are all awesome. You guys are all just beautiful reflections, and I'm blessed and I'm honored to have all of you guys reflecting aspects of myself. All right, guys. Anybody who wants personal messages, also private personals, you can always inbox me. I do private readings if you need help with some guidance or needs a different perspective on something or whatever it is you're going through. You can also private inbox me for personal messages, and I can do that via FaceTime, messenger video. And I take all the forms of payment, PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. All right, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for really honoring me by shining your light at the temple. You guys are all a ray at the temple of the sun. May you all shine with the entirety of all, not just a tiny little piece or fractal, but the entirety of all the love and light that you are. Shoo.